I was listening to Kendrick Lamar today. Heart Part 6 is the exact song. And the sample Kendrick uses goes as follows: use your heart and not your eyes. It really reminds me of a passage from The Alchemist. I've talked about this book countless times within my last few videos. I highly recommend it. I think it may alter your life for the better. With that, the verse reminds me of when the boy questions the alchemist, "Why do we have to listen to our hearts?" The alchemist responds, "Because wherever your heart is, that is where you'll find your treasure." "But my heart is agitated," the boy states. "It has its dreams, it gets emotional, and it's become passionate over a woman of the desert. It asks things of me, and it keeps me from sleeping many nights." The alchemist then responds, "Well, that's good. Your heart is alive. Keep listening to what it has to say." A few things I want to touch on. Treasure is figurative and literal. The boy is searching for treasure, and figuratively, it is a representation of following your dreams and goals and your destiny. One of the main teachings in The Alchemist is to realize one's destiny is a person's only obligation in life. After the alchemist says that his heart is alive and he insists that the boy keeps listening, a few days pass and the boy goes through a plethora of feelings and emotions. He then states, "My heart is a traitor. It doesn't want me to go on." The alchemist then states, "That makes sense. Naturally, it's afraid that in pursuing your dream, you might lose everything you've won." The boy then questions, "Why should I listen to my heart?" The alchemist states, "Because you will never again be able to keep it quiet. Even if you pretend to not have heard what it tells you, it will always be there inside of you, repeating to you what you're thinking about life and about the world." The boy then questions, "You mean I should listen even if it's treasonous?" The alchemist says, "Treason is a blow that comes unexpectedly. If you know your heart well, it will never be able to do that to you, because you'll know its dreams and wishes, and you will know how to deal with them. You will never be able to escape from your heart. So, it's better to listen to what it has to say. That way, you'll never have to fear an unanticipated blow." I think when the boy talks about treason and he questions the alchemist, I feel as if that speaks to all of us. I think within life, we always, or I hope, we have examples of seeing the good side and the bad side. Glass half empty and glass full. Duality. And most of the times we are taught to always lead towards the good side, which is a great thing. But when the bad things come up, we don't know how to deal with them because we are so, it is so drilled to always attach to the good that when the bad arrives, we just ignore it and it piles up. It accrues over time. And then once that pipe bursts, we just act irrationally. So I think the author does an amazing job of using those questions to sort of relate to the reader in a way. I love that the alchemist states that you will never be able to get rid of your heart. It is always there within you. It reminds me of the saying, you are with yourself 100% of the time. I think it is of utmost importance to treat your heart with kindness, to not ignore it, but to befriend it, and to realize that it always has your best interest in mind. It will not always save you, but it will always have you in its best interest. It is vital to listen to your heart and to use your heart and not your eyes. I think we are so enticed by external things that are eye candy to us. They're enticing and they'll change our life in an instant, but really they're just a sin or empty promises. They don't have our best interest in mind, but our heart does. I love that it also states that the heart is scared of change. I feel we always ask in life, we sort of yearn for what could have been, whether it be with a partner, a job, or anything else. I don't think there's a sense to ask, why? Why didn't this happen? Why not me? Why didn't I get that? But rather to ask what's next. I think we often fail to recognize that pain is a warning and not an invitation. I'm reading something I wrote, so if I keep glancing down, anyway. I think we always pray to the Lord to bring flowers and our wishes into fruition, and He provides us with rain. Sometimes God may not always provide us with what we wish for, but He gives us what we need. I always used to question God, like, why? Why did I experience this emotional turmoil? Why did I have to go through this struggle? But the Lord may not always give us what He wants, but He gives us what we need. Our destiny and our journeys are always going to differ. I don't think there's a perfect blueprint for anybody's life. My journey is different than yours, but that doesn't make me more valuable or less valuable. And it's completely okay to travel a different journey as long as we arrive at the destination we wish to arrive at, as long as we achieve the things we wish to achieve. I think during our journeys, we must realize that we should fall in love with the process and not just the destination. Our process is so vital because our commitment to that process will determine our progress. And you need to love what you do so that when you obtain that thing, you continue to do it. It's not just about loving the journey, but rather about loving it's not about loving the goal, but about loving the journey. I heard once that it's not about how you survive the storm, but how you dance during is what truly illustrates how you are as a person. I think we were created to create. The Lord uses us for a bigger purpose. And if you feel as if you question your purpose, you do not need to look far and wide for it. It is all internal. Granted, there are some things within life that you need to experience in order to truly say what you like and don't like. But if you're searching for purpose, I think our purpose is to be us. Your purpose is to be you. The beauty of an individual is that they're an individual, and the beauty of you is that you are you. You don't need to put on a facade to please anybody. Just be you. I think that's our most beautiful form, is being our most authentic self. So I challenge you to listen to your heart and be calm within the present moment. Another thing in The Alchemist, the boy waits a few days and then comes content with his heart. He befriends his heart. And his realization was that he cannot alter the past nor predict the future, but he can take the steps necessary within the present to create the things he needs to create. The present is called the present because it is a present. I like that saying. Anyway, you cannot predict the future, but you can sort of cultivate a future you wish, as long as you take the necessary steps within the present. So befriend your heart and realize that no amount of regret can change the past, or no amount of anxiety can alter the future, but just a little gratitude, kindness, lovingness, and presence within the present can impact your life forever. I hope you guys have a blessed night, and make sure you're taking care of yourself. Drink your water. Deuces, y'all.